Welcome back to second take time. Sometimes I guess in art you might need a second take. After going into Renaissance, we go into the second gallery now, the Venetian. Alright. And time to talk again. It was Aristocrab who dared to brave the ultimate warp zone. His journey was long and arduous, and ultimately unfinished. He kept a record of his travels and told his story far and wide. It reached the ears of the tyrants of Talk, as well as a strange fellow named Eli. Okay, so the reason I did restart is because with these paintings, when we go to the left, we see that we are able to fly, but if we want to go up or down, well, we can go up safely, but if we go down, we might accidentally enter one of these levels before we want to, of course. Glazed Donut Road. Sounds a little tasty, but what kind of glaze? The Scream right here. In advance, I'll look at the number of stars we have in each level one more time, just to make sure. And here, Cloudy Climb. And the problem here, going up, it's going to automatically read the level name. So I guess it makes sense to land here. See how many stars we have here too. The Cloudy Climb. We got the Egg Factory now. Remember to land again. I just saw that ice flower, or is it just something to do with the art itself? Simplicity. A simple name. Art does not look so simple here. Shy Guy's Toy Box. Another familiar name, another 1 star. Here we go for more. Just read what we've got up here. The Farron Woods, again, Davenport. And how many stars do we need for this one? 15 stars. Oh, hey boss, are you liking the gallery? Be careful not to drop your stuff? Hang on a minute. I didn't press the select button here. It automatically dropped my reserve. Yeah. So really, be careful not to drop your stuff. You're gonna slip, and you're really gonna do something like that. And I'm gonna want to go up there. As soon as we can fly, it looks like we can loop around, if that's the only way we can do it. But if we can't loop around, then we can always do this. We can at least see what we got now. The level name here, it is Mario's Dreamland. 3 guesses what Dreamland that's really gonna be. Okay, so now let's begin with the Glazed Donut Road. Just a little taste of this level. But that taste, of course, is become a complete exploration. Yep. Just look at the art for a few seconds. That's not always going to be enough. Again, look in depth to it. Don't look too deep. Okay, and take this. Our leaf, our leaf became a feather, and yet even though it is a feather, we still have the raccoon suit. It doesn't automatically become a cape. If it did become a cape, I wouldn't be surprised if it still acted just like a raccoon suit, because it would be a simple reskin of some sort. But this one, I'd like to see a raccoon with a feather at some point. At least one that's not in its mouth. Yeah, really easy to find the feather, but if it's really, really, really hungry, then again, in some cases, it could be the other way around. I have yet to see something like that in real life, but I probably never want to see something like that in real life, because it get really, really bloody. Blood's probably not going to spill into the water like that. I'm pretty sure those cheaps are not going to act like piranhas. And wait, I am tempted. You could have a secret here. Do you really? I'd call that a trap. Give me Yoshi again so that we can both get our revenge on that trap. It won't be right away, but it will happen. And I don't think I have checked all of these blocks here. Aha! Maybe that's a way to get revenge for the trap. Though since I wanted revenge, there was a chance I would end up losing Yoshi if I went up there. Although, maybe if I kept Yoshi... I'm pretty sure there's a star coin here, and I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to lose Yoshi just by going this far. Yep, Yoshi's still there. We can finally get revenge soon. Who's there to eat now? Who planted that checkpoint there so I can't complete my star coin expedition? Yeah, the coin expedition now. It's not just going to be for the stars. Since I wanted revenge, I'm never going to be able to get it, in part because that POW block was somewhere that was going to end up somewhere that I couldn't really spit it. At least it caused some effect. Okay. How about here? Again, Yoshi, remember to spit out the shell properly. If you can't do that, I'll have to do it myself. There we go. We've got another feather. And we could have a pipe inside one of those. I'm just going to hold the up arrow so you can see what we'll have. My guess is that none of these are going to be pipes, they're just going to be simple pockets. Alright, again, you gave us a feather, so I'm not afraid to fly. I'm afraid to land, though, so... I'm afraid to figure out how to properly fly, apparently. Here, still collect a few more coins. This will definitely make up for the one-up that I lost before. Let's get back down. It's time to talk again. As soon as we open up these. Another Yoshi. Seems like Charge and Chuck's been stepping up his game lately. Stomps and fireballs just don't phase him anymore. Flight, though. Chuck's probably gonna fly around a lot. In that case, just run super, super fast. Since you talk about Charge and Chuck, now I'm not even gonna find him anymore. Okay, we'll fly just a little further. It's just best to avoid Chuck and nothing phases him. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, we'll fly, keep flying over everything, but probably miss the last opportunity for a one-up here. We'll keep going. That pipe's gonna keep going, too. So, stomps and fireballs don't work, but what about shells? I'm gonna try the shell. Yoshi's not gonna try the shell, though. I am. Let's jump up. Yes! The shell did work perfectly. Chuck's gone, maybe I can go down this for my reward. But there is no such reward. And there will be our star coin. Not quite at the one-up yet. Maybe just one more in here. This coin could at least bring me closer to the one-up. As I've said again, not too much artistic about that, but every little bit counts. Star coins, though, you can get there a little faster. One-up's probably the best opportunity, and I would guess there's no star coin here. Nope, it's just a whole bunch of sky, so let's just collect this star itself and get out of here. Alright, so on to the next one. If I fly, I'll check one more time if I already have Yoshi. Is gonna do anything? Yes, Yoshi is gonna reappear with me. I remember the last time I did that with Yoshi. But anyway, into the scream. Yoshi. Maybe the ghosts are going to scream since Yoshi's around. Yoshi knows how to eat ghosts. Yoshi does not know. At least not yet. I ought to find a Yoshi who does soon. And then maybe I'll get something good out of it. Something even better. You can probably swim in that water if that question mark block is there, unless it was going to be another trap. But I can tell from this one now that it is not a trap. And you can get me another feather, and this'll work just fine. Since I still can't use fireballs or ice balls while riding Yoshi, still would have been nice to do so. But you can't have everything. Too bad you can't even spin jump, at least while riding Yoshi. At least spin jump back onto Yoshi, that is. Cause that spin jump effect. But boy, that would have been fun. Okay, let's wait. Sorry, can't destroy the dry bones yet. Need some better footwear, Yoshi. Mario could probably get some, but I'm pretty sure Yoshi could do better if he manages to explode the enemies by jumping on them. And safely jump onto Spinies, that is, as well. What about here? We're never gonna have another coin snake of some sort. Or, not coin snake. A brown block snake. I keep worrying, but it's probably not gonna happen here. Probably require a lot of code in order to be able to do that. A lot of really, really confusing code. Just as confusing as the art itself. This one is easy to understand, but others, not so much. Well, there we go. Another star coin. And probably our opportunity for a reward. Can I fly? Nope. Now if we're down here and swimming. Should I... What will happen? Those will turn into regular coins. And then they will just... And then the blocks themselves will just disappear, I guess because I swam right into them? It must just be a bug. Okay, so you can't eat the dry bones, but you can eat the fish bones. Yoshi, you need to understand what's good and what's bad. If you can figure out how to make something good, please make the variant of it a little better. Okay, so where are we now? Are we ready for a fight yet? Well, I do see the door there. Let's go ahead and check. We might have just found an alternate way around. Alright then. Whoa! Wait. You just opened your mouth because I was running right into you? No, mouth just always open. Let's spin jump to this one too. We can't. Maybe if we go down here, and then we'll be able to check it out. There we go. Another feather. You're giving me all those feathers now. Why couldn't you have been as generous before? And with this coin here, that'll get us the 1-up. And eventually this will be a thing of the past again. Wait. I see that door, but how would I get to that door? I guess I never will. I've already got all 5 coins anyway, so that's a 1-up, and we got the star, so that's good too. I think it would be good. And it at least brings me closer to the 90 count. Well, next time we'll go into this one right here, the Cloudy Climb.